Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 16th episode of the 5th season. Hopefully guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most likely to dislike characters of season 5. Please do take 30 seconds and your results of mine will be shown in the final episode of this season. You guys have also mentioned, can we add Roger? Can we add Eloise to the votes? And we have done. So if you've not yet voted and you want to pick one of those, they are now a selection. Thanks so much, obviously, for your comments. So, last episode, interesting. You know, Kate didn't really want to be part of this. She didn't want to go to the hydrogen bomb. She didn't want to blow it up. We learned that it's actually underneath the Dharma camp. Eloise, with the help of Roger, is taking, obviously, Jack. Saeed is actually jumping along now. And Kate's actually decided to walk away. Now, she's been captured and thrown on the sub. You know what I mean? This sub is actually leaving the island. The reason it's leaving the island is because, obviously, Sawyer is getting beaten up. He's not revealing information. He's not telling everybody, you know, Wazinski's beating him up. They've ended up taking a lick out of Juliet as well. Sawyer's turned around and said, look, mate, I'm not going to tell you anything, but get all the kids, get all the women, get all the men, get them off the island, put us on the sub as well, and we'll go. We'll never return. And they've decided to do that. They've took that deal after he's drawn a map out. They would go and find the others themselves, which is interesting because technically I'm not too sure that they know where they are. They seem to have found them when he was, you know, like taking Ben through the forest. But, you know, I'm going to expect that they're going to arrive and obviously meet up in today's episode or the next one, and there's going to be a bit of commotion. But they've gone on the sub, it's gone down, Kate's been put on it as well, and they're actually leaving the island. We also seen that Dr. Chang kind of like shouted at his wife and all that, Miles' mum and Miles, to get them onto the sub. Maybe that changes the, you know, mindset of Miles of his dad, you know, because all his life his mum's told him that he didn't really love him, didn't really like them, do you know what I mean? And he abandoned him. But technically, on this scenario, in this scene, he saved him. Another thing that's going on with John Locke is he's took Richard and Ben to the location where Richard went to save Locke when he got shot in the leg. And we see that whole scenario play out again. And they was both confused, but obviously Locke explained, the island told me. I know what the island wants. And, you know, he was basically saying, look, mate, after this scenario, we're going to go back to the camp. He's addressed everybody. He said, I know that you've been, for all these years, ruled by a faceless leader, somebody called Jacob, but I'm not going to be that guy. I want to know who it is who's telling us what to do and why. And you're all invited with me to go and speak to him now. And he's decided to go, and they've all followed. So Ben, on this walk with Locke, he's gone over to him and said, look, mate, you know, Richard raised a few concerns. He's not really happy that you're going to speak to Jacob. You know, he's the one that usually summons us. We don't summon him. But Locke's turned around and said, look, I don't really care. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. And obviously Ben turned around and said, no problem. You know, I'm team Locke now. If you want to go and speak to Jacob, we'll go and speak to him. But Locke turned around and said, really? I don't really want to speak to him. What I actually want to do is want to find him. I want to kill him. And then that's how the episode ended. And Ben looked so concerned on his face. It was interesting. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode. What timeline do you reckon this is in? Oh, look at this ship. Is that the Black Pearl or whatever it was called?
I take it you're here because of the ship.
How did they find the island?
You'll have to ask them when they get here.
You brought them here. Still trying to prove me wrong, aren't you?
You are wrong.
They destroy, they corrupt. It always ends the same. Do you have any idea how badly I want to kill you? One of these days, sooner or later, I'm going to find a loophole, my friend.
Well, when you do, I'll be right here.
Always nice talking to you, Jacob.
Interesting. So that actually is that is actually Jacob then. That statue is way too tall. How's that been constructed? In the present though, it's smashed up in it. We've seen the foot.
Are you gonna do it? You do it. Fine, I'll do it. But you're gonna be lookout, okay?
What you kids got there? Where'd you get this?
Got it over there.
He kind of looks like Kate.
You're Diane Austin's girl. What's your name?
Katie.
Oh, this is enough.
Oh no, it's...
As long as somebody pays for it, guess there's no harm done.
You're not going to steal anymore, are you? Be good, Katie.
I can't believe how much that looks like Kate, me. Honestly, it really, really does. Also, Question: have you ever stole anything in your life? I literally stole one thing. It's a packet of Chewits. I don't even know. Did they make Chewits anymore? They're like Starbursts or whatever's in a thing. I remember as a kid, it was like buy one get one free, and it was just like, yeah, go over there, and I took 3 packets, and then I was literally dying inside. You know what I mean? I thought like literally, police come and arrest me and all that. I've never stole anything again. Literally, I'll always remember it. But I bet there's many people. I remember when there was crazy riots going on here in the UK. People was going smashing up stores and stealing TVs and stuff. You know what I mean? It's interesting what people actually do. Like I said, I've only ever stole a pair of Chewits. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but it was a packet of sweets.
Get caught.
I came back to get you.
Came back to get me for what?
Where's Jack? Jack is on his way to blow up a hydrogen bomb.
Jack wants to blow up the island. Good for Jack.
I reckon Juliet will be the one that says something to make him go back.
Supposed to move a 10-ton bomb across the island?
Fortunately, it seems that Faraday never intended to freight the device in its entirety. He left detailed instructions on how to remove the plutonium core.
Once the core is removed, then what?
Then we have approximately 2 hours to take it to the Swan site.
Who stopped the damn drill? I did, because when we passed 70 meters, the drill temp went up 60 degrees, and I didn't want it to melt. We have no idea what we are going to do. If Edison was only worried about the consequences, we'd all still be sitting in the dark. Let's get it started!
But the thing is, Jacob was off the island before speaking to Kate. I wonder how he's back controlling it again.
Take 5, everybody. Still got a ways to go to get to Jacob.
You said John was in charge.
But everyone answers to someone, and the leader answers to Jacob.
What's he like?
I don't know, son. I've never met him.
Ben told me that he strangled you. He said he was sure you were dead. He saw your coffin loaded onto that plane that you came back on.
Well, you've been on this island much longer than I have, Richard.
I've never seen someone come back to life.
And I've never seen anyone who doesn't age.
That is
I'm
true.
this way because of Jacob. And if I had to guess, he's the reason you're not in that coffin anymore.
Untie the crate.
Why do we even bring this Yahoo?
Because we might need him.
For what? He didn't know the answer to the question.
That doesn't mean he's not important.
What, you think he's a candidate?
He's awake.
How long you been listening to us?
Long enough to wonder what the hell I'm a candidate for.
What's in that crate? Again, I want to know. I can never wait.
Box.
Exactly.
Open it.
I don't get my answer straight away. I hate to see it. I don't know what it is. Oh, God.
You need a pen, son? You can keep it. I'm very sorry about your mother and father, James.
Why is he kind of like dropping in with everybody?
We gotta get to the cemetery, okay?
I know you're angry at the man that did this to your mama and daddy. They're gone. There ain't nothing you can do to change that. Now promise me you're not gonna finish that letter. Let's go say goodbye.
It's interesting, really, because if you look at that, we've had Jacob off the island speak to Kate when she was a little kid and speak to Sawyer when he was a little kid. I wonder if at some sort of point in time, Jacob's made some sort of contact with each of these people. But then it's just, not that it's crap, but like, I don't know, if they've all been kind of hand-selected to come to the island, I don't know if I like that more than a random plane crash. I mean, it makes no difference, does it? Like, let's be honest, it makes no difference, but I like stuff that just happens randomly. Like, these all just crash landed, and it wasn't like they was meant to come here because Jacob's met them before, selected them, and brought them here. You know what I mean? I reckon the random crash landing is better. That's what I would say anyway, but it doesn't really matter anyway. We're near enough finished the show now. First time we've seen him revealed.
Sawyer, if Jack does this, he could kill everyone on the island.
Yeah, I heard that part.
And you're okay with that?
I made a choice and I'm sticking to it.
I knew it'd be Juliet, the one that does it.
What the hell did you just do?
You want out? You want to stay here and whine about it?
Give me your gun.
Now we need you to surface the sun.
Once we're gone, proceed on course.
What if Horace tries to contact me? What am I supposed to say?
I can't believe they can do this all in 2 hours. It takes me about 5 hours to understand how to put a cupboard together from IKEA.
Over 20 years ago, a man named John Locke. He walked right into our camp, and he told me that he was going to be our leader. I've gone off the island 3 times since then to visit him, but he never seemed particularly special.
And if I were you,
I wouldn't give up on him.
Acts like a Locke fanboy now. He's loving him.
Why haven't you told him about my plans for Jacob?
He's funny, Lockie there.
I started thinking differently about things when my dead daughter threatened to destroy me if I didn't do everything you said.
You're willing to do whatever I say, no matter what it is. Well then, I guess I won't have to convince you after all. I'm not gonna kill Jacob, Ben. You are.
I'm sorry. I think I'm lost. Are you from Los Angeles?
What are you looking for?
Oh, he's got to touch him. I've noticed it. He touched Kate in the nose. He touched, sorry, with the pen. When you give it him, he's just touched his shoulder there. Mate, isn't it mad how your life can just be like chilling 1 second, dead the next? It's madness.
Step back.
We don't want any accident.
Oh, look at this.
I'm protecting our leader. Get back. She's gonna be angry when she wakes up, but that's a lot better than being dead. She ordered me to help you. We helped you. Now you're on your own.
We hide in plain sight.
Oh, they're just going to dress up as one of them. Need to hide the gun now. Oh no, they've got guns out as well.
You go over there by the gate. You get to a
You're the son of a bitch who shot my kid. Don't fire that weapon. I'm carrying a nuclear device.
Just shot him anyway. They should never get out of that, should they? There's loads of them. Who's coming in the van? Is that Hurley and Jin? Lucky, aren't they? Lucky. Still got team players there. When did they actually return back to that camp? You know, was the last time we saw them not supposedly heading to the beach when he was speaking to Dr. Chang when he come up and met them? Or have I just missed it? I thought that's what they was doing anyway, but obviously not. They've come back, they saved him. It was lucky. You know what I mean? Like, that could have gone right through Saeed there and hit the bomb at the back. And it just fascinates me how something so small, even though it's not small, is it? It looked like it was about this big, but something so small could take out that whole island. Like, how can it have that much power that it takes out everything? It's crazy. Like, I've seen in real life before, like, somebody recording something from absolute miles away. Like, in the distance, you see the little tiniest flash, and then the people there feel the ripple. All the windows and all the buildings smash through, and it's like, how something so powerful that it can literally hit a force and just ping something so strong so far. It's madness, but here they are. They're going. I'm trying to think, did they succeed or not? On the island originally, did the bomb go off or not? I feel like it did. I feel like we've always been told that a catastrophic event has actually happened. But then again, was that the original drilling into the ground? Now are these going to cause a different catastrophic event? You know what I mean? And if they set this off, how do they survive themselves? That's what I'm trying to think. If they set it off, surely it's going to impact them. Surely it's going to hurt them. They won't have time to run away, but, you know, it's a show, and I'm going to say they do.
Sun's over there. That's got to be the west coast.
But Juliet's wounded. She wanted to be on that.
No, do you?
I got no idea where the hell we are. Been seeing you since the flaming arrows 3 years ago.
Isn't it? Oh, no way, Rolls.
Son of a bitch.
He looks well old. He looks like Santa.
I don't know where we're going. The Swan site. Head to the Swan.
Why do you want to go there? Saeed shut.
Hurley, if you want to save Saeed, take us to the Swan.
Y'all been scavenging food and living out in a hut by yourself.
People try their whole lives to get themselves a nice, quiet place near the ocean where they can live in peace. And we did it.
It's always something with you people. Now you say, Jack's got a bomb. And what? You guys are all gonna try to stop him, right? The barracks are 5 miles that way.
Thank you.
It's going to take them about 2.5 hours to walk there.
Maybe another time.
Is she pregnant? I don't know. She keeps holding kind of like her waist, a belly kind of.
In my experience, the people who go out of their way to tell you that the good guys are the bad guys.
That is true. Is that the cabin? I don't even know. I mean, we have seen this boundary around it, haven't we, before, but it's been broke. Oh no, it's him. Again.
It's finished on a smoke, Prichirashna. I'm here because I need your help. Will you help me, Alana?
You know what I'm trying to think of this Jacob storyline is that if he's been on the island for, well, ever since Richard can remember, the guy's well old. Like, we know that Locke arrived in the 50s in one of the timelines, and Jacob would have been a thing then. And obviously Jacob, he's technically alive in the 2000s. You know, when did the crash land? 2004, 5? He's obviously speaking to them. Let's just call it the season 1, yeah? So somehow he was been alive in the 1950s on the island, but he's alive in the modern day, walking around in season 1, speaking to these. Even before that, you know, Kate and that, when he was younger, so in the 90s probably, or the 80s, he's there making contact. He's like I said, he looked like he touched Kate on the nose. He looked like when he get the Pentasaur, he touched his finger, just obviously just in the passing of it. And when he's spoken to Saeed, he touched his shoulder. I'm not too sure what he's just done to her there. I'm assuming that he's touched her, or these already know each other, you know what I mean? But somehow he's alive. Is it like Richard? He doesn't age. But also, on the island, I feel like he's not there on the island. He's a ghost or something. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen him physically on the island, and when I have seen the drips and drops of him, he seems like, I don't know, like a dead skeleton or something. I don't even know.
He isn't there. Hasn't been in a long time. Someone else has been using it. Burn it!
Tree hug or anything, but it's a pretty good way to torch the whole jungle, don't you think?
Statue.
Well, I guess we know where we're going.
I desperately want to know what Frank's seen in that box of me. That looked like some serious fire that I caught a blaze real quick.
All right, everyone. Richard tells me we should get to where we're going by nightfall, so why don't you all take this opportunity to rest up and catch your breath?
You see what's behind you?
Oh, the hatch door.
It's a door. How about that?
Not just a door, Ben. It's the door to the hatch, where you and I first met. What happened that day at the cabin?
When you first took me to meet Jacob.
Well, you clearly already know that I was talking to an empty chair, John.
I didn't want you to know that I had never seen Jacob. So yes, I lied. That's what I do. Why do you want me to kill Jacob, John?
Despite your loyal service to this island, you got cancer. You had to watch your own daughter gunned down right in front of you. Your reward for those sacrifices? You were banished. So the question is, Ben, why the hell wouldn't you want to kill Jacob?
Innit? The question should be, why is the guy following Jacob when he's not even giving him anything and he's never met him and he don't even know if he's real? John's got in his head for the first time. He's usually the one getting inside John's, getting him to throw his dinner at the wall all the time. Oh, is Charlie's ring still in there? Mate, we've not seen that in ages.
처음 본 그 순간부터 당신을 사랑했어요.
당신과 내가 평생 함께 한다는 의미로 영원히 함께 하길 이라고 우리 결혼 반지에 새겼. 이 반지로 당신에게 서약합니다.
That is massive, that. Looks like an engagement ring.
이제 결혼도 했으니까 아이는 언제나 가질 거니?
베이비가 될지도 모르죠.
People are proper hardcore out there when you're going to start a family. Look, he's here again, touching.
두 분의 사랑은 아주 특별한 것입니다.
누구예요?
누군지 몰라도 한국말은 잘하는.
Jack, so this bomb is supposed to what, blow us back in time?
We're not going back in time.
Right, because that would be ridiculous.
Jack, we need to be there at the moment of the incident. Or all of this will be for nothing.
What is the plan? Oh, here.
That's why.
Oh, no way. Oh, it's the end of the episode. You know what? I've got to say, I've been thinking it all season, to be honest, and it's nothing to do, well, it is to do with the show, but how much better do people look with long hair? I might have even said it earlier on in the season. It might not even be the first time I mentioned it. I know I've got long hair. I'm not just saying it because I've got it. Mine's kind of like Sawyer's length, but everybody looks better with long hair. They just do. Like, take this show as a sign. I don't, like, go to season 1 and then go to now. Who looks better? Everyone. Sawyer looks better. Yeah. I think in the first episode, he had his, like, combed over when he was shooting. You know, when he had the gun. You know what I mean? Jack's is a bit longer. It's not, like, literally down and cut. Saeed's much better longer as well. Jin's combed back. Hurley's has kind of been consistent. Mine's kind of like Hurley's, to be honest. Curly's. I just think everybody looks better with long hair. Doesn't have to be long hair like this, but, like, longer hair. You look so much better. You just do. I don't care what anyone says. I actually think beards look mostly better on people as well. Like Frank, look at him. Looks way better with a beard. I personally thought Jack looked good with one. He looks good without. I reckon that if you shaved his down from the length it was to maybe like stubbly, not as long as mine, but he would look good as well. Sawyer, I don't know, man. Like, it just doesn't. Even Charlie, I feel like at one of the seasons, I was like, is he growing a mullet? Like, it just looks better. It just does. The Office is a perfect example. Look at the state of the hair in season 1 to how it was. I don't know, I just love it. A decent episode, this. The only thing that these could do is put the foot on the gas, take them out. You know, if you've got a plan, you fully believe that the world is going to be saved by these actions, then whoever gets in your way, they're the enemy currently, if that makes sense. So it could be your friend, it could be your partner, you know what I mean? If you think that they're going to prevent you from saving the world, then in that moment, you've got to take them out. Not kill them, but you've just got to kind of knock them out, take them out of the way. We've seen it many times before. You know, they've had bickerings, they've had conversations. It seems like Jack's kind of following Locke as well, you know. Like, listen to the conversation and stuff that's going. Don't be quick to write him off, you know what I mean? When Richard was questioning him, I feel like the island has some sort of, I don't know, brought Jack's faith back into it. And that's interesting because Syed has been shot and it looks like he's bleeding out a little bit. And I mean, I think it'd be stupid going into the final season and taking him out. I actually do. But I actually feel like Juliet's going to die. And that's what I feel. I don't know, like, I feel like she's depressed a bit. But she's not annoying, but just her actions, and she's doing it. She's doing actions, but I feel like she's not liking those actions she's doing. And I feel like she's going to put herself in harm's way to try and do another action to try and help. You know what I mean? So, like, she didn't want to get off the sub, but she done an action to get off it. I feel like she's going to do another action to help, but she don't want to, and it's going to hurt her. Keeps walking around kind of like this as well, and I'm not too sure if it's because she's pregnant or if it's just, I don't know, she's just injured from everything that's kind of going on. But I don't know, I kind of feeling like somebody might die next episode, and I'm going to pick her as a person if somebody is. Now, again, it's interesting, Locke saying, yeah, I'm not the one that wants to kill Jacob, not me, it's you, Ben. And he's actually said, you know, after revealing information that Alex come and said that you got to follow me and you're willing to do anything that it takes, then we're not going to have a problem, are we? Just go in there and do it. No dramas. But these people, you know, the people from the other flight, have obviously finally had some airtime. They've gone back onto the screen. They've brought Frank here to the island. They've shown him something in a box that's kind of scared him. They've gone to Jacob's cabin. They know who he is. And obviously the boundary's been broken. Doesn't look like it's been by Locke. It's been by somebody else. They've left a note saying they're going to the statue, which you see at the start. And I'm glad that we're kind of tying things in together. I actually am, you know. At the end of the show, I probably would have mentioned why did we go around on the boat and see a big statue and a big foot, and why has that had no correlation ever since? But we're using it. You know what I mean? I love it when you get answers to stuff that you would ask in the future, but they decide to give it you before you even do it yourself. So I can't wait to see what we do in the final episode. Gonna wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, second to last episode, we got one more, the finale of season 5 to go, and that episode, the next one, is where we are going to be revealing our most liked to dislike characters of season 5. So if you've not yet voted for them, please do. Today is the last day to have it shown in the final episode. And watching this, I've decided that I'm going to add, is he called Rosinski? I'm going to add him to it. He's kind of annoying. So if you've not voted yet, get him in there, you know what I mean? I've added Eloise to it now. I've added Roger at your guys' request. So maybe more characters are in there that obviously have been stressing you out. Now, interesting episode. It really, really is. You know, they got off the sub. Juliet, quick to react, knocked the guy out, you know, took his keys, come back to the island as well. He shut the communication system so they can't actually warn Horace. Now, the interesting thing is with that is that underneath, obviously, the village or whatever you want to call it, the Dharma project, they've gone in, they've extracted the main aspects of the bomb that can be detonated. You know, they took it out of the whole encapsule casing that it's in. Saeed's got it in his bag. Now, as they're going, they broke through a wall. Richard has to go up into the Dharma village to get away from it, and he's obviously taken out Eloise. He's saying, look, mate, she's pregnant. We've done our bit. We said they'd take you to the bomb. We said we'd take you to, you know, the village, but you're on your own from here now. I know she's going to wake up and she's going to be mad and she's going to be upset, but I can't put her life in danger. And they've gone on their merry way. Now, they've tried to dress up as Dharma people, haven't they? They've gone out there. Roger, he's caught them. He's shot them. He's obviously injured Saeed. He's in the back of the van after Miles obviously hurley, and you know, Jenna pulled up clutch. You know, it looked like they was going to be cornered. They didn't really have many bullets left, and a lot of people was actually shooting at them. They grabbed them, and obviously they're into the van. Now they're going to the Swan. I'm not really too sure what it is that they're trying to do. I mean, I understand they're trying to detonate it, but as Jack was trying to say there, you know, somebody was saying, are you trying to detonate it to send us back in time? And Jack was saying no. So are they trying to detonate it to send themselves into the future? I was just thinking. Well, to be honest, I never even thought anything up until that moment, but I was thinking that what they was just trying to do is detonate it to change the actions of what would happen in the future. I never thought about them detonating it to change a timeline, the way Miles kind of said it. You know what I mean? He said, are you trying to detonate it to send us back in time? But I just thought that they was trying to eliminate the catastrophic effects that actually happened and cause something else to kind of like divert it, kind of like what Daniel was trying to say. That was my intention of what they were trying to do. Maybe I'm wrong, but obviously You know, it's good to see Bernard and Rose back. He looks well old now. He actually really does, doesn't he? You see all this grey beard, and the dog as well. We're not seeing him in absolutely time. Survives in season 1, jumped all over different timelines as well. He's loving life on that island. Free roam, running every day. He's living a dog's best life. Now, again, interesting stuff. These people have come, you know, with Frank. They've shown him something in the box. They know who Jacob is. He's actually went and spoken to one of them. Is she called Lana or something like that? He sat down. Was he speaking Russian? I'm not too sure what language he was actually talking, but he said that he needs us to come and he needs us to do something. But it's interesting because we started the episode with him. He sat on the island and he was speaking to somebody else. Now, I'm not too sure who the second person was. If they dropped a name in, I am sorry, I obviously missed it. Makes me kind of think that maybe it was Roger. I mean, not Roger. Richard. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine if it was Richard and Jacob at the start, opening up. And obviously, as the and the ship was coming to the island as well. Was that the... I forgot what that was called as well. The Black Pearl or something. Maybe it was that's been thrown into the island. But they was there. And then he's obviously turned up with Kate when she was younger, with a friend who was trying to steal a lunchbox or something from a gas station, and he's touched her nose. And then, obviously, we moved on to another bit where he was at Sawyer's, obviously, parents' funeral, and he's given him a pen to help him write his thing, and he touched his finger. Moving on, we've gone to Saeed, and obviously, he's asked him for directions, as obviously Nadia. So this is a big jump. You know, them two was little kids. This Nadia thing was like a year or two ago. He's there. He's obviously said to Saeed, he's touched his shoulder. Nadia's walked out. She's been hit. She's died. And then later on in the episode, he's spoken to this Lana, but I don't think he touched her. But the way they talked, they was acquaintances anyway, so it didn't really need to be insinuated that. And then we furthered it in to obviously Jin and son getting married. He's gone there, and then obviously he's touched both of them and said like happy marriage or something and walked off. Now, guys speaking different languages, Korean, you know what I mean? He said Jin, it was absolutely fantastic. We know he can speak English as well, and whatever it was, he was speaking to the other woman. So I'm not too sure who Jacob is. I mean, I physically know what he looks like now, I am sure, but like what his purpose is, I have no idea. And as I said earlier on in the episode, it's not that I don't like it, except it's a bit crap, but like what I'm trying to say is like, me, I like randomness of events, and I like stuff to happen just because it just happened, you know what I mean? It just is, you know, not because it was, or is it orchestrated? Is that the word? Like, not because it was intended, not because Jacob turned up in everybody's life and hand selected them all to come here in the future. I would rather just a plane crash land and it just be pure random, but doesn't seem that way. It seems like these have been purposely selected, and if that is the case, why? That's my question. Why is he going to these people? Why is he touching them? Why is he involved in their lives? How old is he? Is he dead on the island or is he not? Why is it that everybody's followed him blindly but no one's ever seen him before? You know, I liked a situation where Locke was sat down and he was speaking to Ben and he was like, look mate, I want you to kill him, and you're questioning why would I want to kill him? Why would I want to do this? Why would I want to do that? Well, the question is, you know, you've put your life on the line for the island, you sacrificed your daughter, you know, you've done everything, you've been banished, you know what I'm saying, and you're doing it for a man that you've never spoken to. You know, you've never seen him. You followed it. You put your faith into him and he's never given you anything back. You should be the most angry. You should be the one wanting the revenge. You know what I mean? If anyone was supposed to be killing it should be you, Ben. And again, it looks like he's finally got into Ben's head. It was interesting. You know, usually it's the other way around, but Locke's been pretty decent since he's come back. And, you know, he is on a proper mission and adventure. He's taking them across the full island, isn't it? Maybe he's taking them to the foot as well. I don't know. Maybe they all, like, unite together as one in the final episode and then a big, like, full-on shootout happens. I have no idea, but I'm intrigued to see how the season ends. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.